With the 15th pick and with the 26th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Dwayne Haskins, Montez Sweat.
Welcome, all my fellow Redskin brethren and sister. I am your man and president, Redskins fan, Luke. Thank you for joining me here on the Redskins Report. Man, I was this close to wearing the all black, man, dressed in all black like the Omen. This is a little bit of a bittersweet moment for me. I told you it would be this way. Now, nothing has officially happened, okay? But I see the writing on the wall. I know what's coming. I know what's imminent. And I think Jordan Reed does as well. So today, the report, and I talked about this just yesterday, that, oh my God, Jordan Reed is still in the concussion protocol. This is really serious. And I started to worry about this guy's long-term health if he's really still in the concussion protocol. And in the back of my mind, remember, I even said this yesterday. What if he still wants to play? It probably won't be here in Washington. It'll be somewhere else. But, you know, deep down inside, I don't want to see this guy play in another uniform. I've been a massive Jordan Reed fan, and I've defended him when a lot of Redskins fans wanted him gone 2 years ago, last year. And now I know there is even louder Redskin chants for Jordan Reed to be gone, and I get it. And I'm not going to push back anymore. I can't defend Jordan Reed. It's like what I used to do with Kai Forbath when he was here as a Redskins kicker. I'm like, I can't defend him when he doesn't make big kicks. And I can't defend Jordan Reed when you get injured and you get another concussion and you can't play. And the people that say Jordan Reed's never healthy and you're not healthy, I can't defend that. And at this point, I don't want to defend that anymore. I just don't want him to play football anymore. Well, today, it was reported that Jordan Reed is no longer in the concussion protocol. He has been cleared to resume football activities. And by all accounts, he still wants to play and quote unquote wants a fresh start. And so if that is the case, you know what it sounds like. The Redskins are going to release Jordan Reed. Right now, Jordan Reed is slated to be the biggest caps savings of any tight end in the NFL this offseason. So what I essentially just said to you is that if you cut Jordan Reed, the Redskins stand to save the most money any team can save by cutting their tight end. All right. So if the Redskins cut Jordan Reed, they're liable to save right around $8.6 million, all right, off their salary cap this season. They save that money and they can allocate it towards free agents this offseason and into the future. And we get it. We understand, you know, that's a lot of money too. You know, that's not the $2.3 million that they saved by cutting Paul Richardson and still had to eat $6 million worth of dead cap space. No, they're going to free up a ton of cap space here if they get rid of Jordan Reed. But if they do that, he's going to, as it sounds like, going to go somewhere else and play. And I was afraid of this because I don't know if you guys understand. And I've listened to Jordan Reed, and he doesn't say much. He's a pretty soft-spoken guy. I bet you, as Redskins fans, you might have heard Jordan Reed speak all of 5 different times for most of you out there. You've got to search hard and very far and wide to find Jordan Reed interviews. He doesn't talk a ton. It's not like he's a recluse or anything like that, but it's just not very often that he makes himself available. And so I've listened to Jordan Reed over the years, and this is a guy that, 1, loves football, 2, will do just about anything to be able to play. And all last year, you heard about this guy working out vigorously, trying to get back onto the field, but he just wasn't cleared from the concussion protocol, and he wanted to play. And if the Redskins were any good, I think he could have come back and played last year. You know, if the Redskins were in a serious playoff hunt, I think Jordan Reed could have played. But because the Redskins were so bad and it started poorly for the Redskins, there was never any reason for him to try and come back. All right, the Redskins started off the season winless in the first 5 weeks and didn't get their first win until week 6 versus the Dolphins. So had the Redskins been 5-1 and trending in a direction where they had a shot, Jordan Reed could have been back if the Redskins were making a late postseason push. So look, I said all of that to say this. I want to know, as Redskins fans out there, the curious case of Jordan Reed. How do you want to see this resolved? Okay. Jordan Reed reportedly wants to play. Now, he's already said he wants a fresh start, which you see the writing on the wall. He is kind of leading you to believe that he knows what's coming And he's putting it out there that he wants a fresh start because he knows the Redskins are going to cut bait and he's going to be on the chopping block and he wants the chance to play somewhere else. If the Redskins were open to bringing Jordan Reed back, eating the salary and continuing on with this contract, and Jordan Reed wants to play, would you want Jordan Reed back? Would you want to see him go elsewhere and continue his career? And I'm not even going to throw out retirement because I think most Redskins fans, whether you wanted Reed gone or you want him on the roster, whatever the case may be, whether you've been advocating for him like I have over the last 2 or 3 years and fighting off Redskins fans that wanted him gone, or you're one of those fans that wanted him gone because he was never available, I think we all share one thing in common, that we want his health to be the chief concern. And so we all want him to retire, but we can't tell him, just like a boxer that you would like to see retire, that you think they've had enough and they're tarnishing their legacy and they're taking too many blows to the head and their speech is starting to become slurred. And you know, they probably should have hung it up 5 years ago and they shouldn't still be fighting. And why is Nevada, why is New York, why is New Jersey still giving this guy a license to go out and get his brains bashed in? Like a Roy Jones Jr., for instance. You want the rest of the league to say, no, Jordan, stop. Don't do this. All right. We're not going to allow you to do this. But just like those boxing sanctioning bodies in those different boxing cities allow these guys to continue boxing, someone in the league is going to give Jordan Reed a chance. So all of us want to see him retire. But that's not going to happen, it sounds like. And Jordan Reed's got the mentality of a guy that thinks, I can still play. I feel fine. And he's not going to feel the real effects of these concussions right now. It's not until later on in life, most likely, that it's going to become a real issue. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, everything aside, knowing that Jordan Reed still wants to play, do you want him back here in Washington? Or would you rather see him go elsewhere and try to continue his career? Leave it down in the comment section. I'm torn, man, because I really don't want him playing, but that's not the option that I'm giving you guys. Either you want him here or he's got to go play somewhere else. It pains me to say this, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I wouldn't be able to live with it on my conscience, even though I'm not the one making the decision. It's his decision to make. It's the Redskins organization's decision to make. And more importantly, it's Jordan Reed's decision to make. Who are we to tell him he can't play the game that he's loved and that he's played his entire life? Who are we to tell him he has to stop earning his living right now? He can do whatever he wants. It's his body. It's his life. It's his career. He can do whatever he wants. Do you want to see him continue that career here if he decides to continue to play? Or do you want to see him do it elsewhere? I would love to see 86 remain in burgundy and gold, but at the end of the day, if something else would have happened to him, I just wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that we contributed to this guy's demise. At this point, I'm just ready to clean my hands of this situation, go ahead and wash them clean, and just move on and start anew at the tight end position. I don't necessarily know if this is the best draft to do it in. Last year's draft was much more enticing at the tight end position. But at the end of the day, I've mentally made up my mind that Jordan Reed is gone, just like I did with Trent Williams, and now I'm being sucked back in with Trent. I've already made up my mind on Jordan Reed. I've already moved on mentally from Jordan Reed, and I think it's best for all parties involved if he's just allowed to move on, and whatever he decides to do, I wish him nothing but the best. But at the end of the day, I think for this organization, it's time to move on. We've waited long enough for Jordan Reed. We're chasing the ghost of 2015. We're chasing the ghost of 2015, and I don't know if we'll ever get it again. You know what I mean? I feel like, and I hate using this analogy because there are people out there struggling, but you hear drug addicts talk about chasing the ghost. You know, that first time, that first high that they got, they're chasing that again. We're chasing the ghost of 2015 with Jordan Reed. And I don't know if we'll ever get that again. He was so good that season. He was so spectacular in 2015. Broke Chris Cooley's record for most receptions in a single season. He damn near had 1,000 yards receiving if he didn't eclipse 1,000 that year. I believe he did eclipse 1,000 yards receiving that year. He was spectacular in 2015. He was a huge part of the reason why the Redskins made that postseason push and actually won the division what I wouldn't give to see Jordan Reed back at that status and at that ability again, because we know the talent's there. It's there. But it's just not meant to be here. So what do you guys think? Leave it down in the comment section. Dying to hear what you guys have to say. Looking forward to reading all of these comments. I'm your man, Louie T, signing off. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not the best NFL coverage it could be. I am a Redskins fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. Redskins spirit will never fold. Until we meet again, hail to our beloved Washington Redskins. Looking forward to chopping it up with you guys live tomorrow night. Now, weather permitting, we're supposed to get some snow around this area. You know, we don't know how to act when we get snow because we don't get it very often. As a matter of fact, we haven't had any snow this year. So they've already salted the streets, and we're only supposed to get like 1 to 3 inches. I know some of you out there that live in some big snow states, like my man from Utah, my resident Utah Redskins fan that always chimes in. I know he's laughing at us right now, and all of you guys in areas where snow is prevalent and you could wake up to 6-7 inches of snow like nothing. That's not where we live. That's not how we operate in these neck of the woods. So I don't know if I'll be able to go live tomorrow night or not, but right now the plan is still to go live 8:30 Redskins report live, and hopefully we will be able to do that. In any event, I'm your man Louie T, signing off. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Louie T Network if you haven't already done so, and also make sure you check out the latest installment of the Louie T Network podcast. A lot of free agency talk on that pod, so hopefully you get a chance to check it out. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Louie T Network.